And yeah, we're streaming now. Let me just double check. Yeah, we're live. Fantastic. Thank you all for joining me again. It was fantastic to get the feedback I got from Donna and Matt with last night's live stream of the best science fiction movies of all time. So thank you very much for your feedback. If there were any movies that I missed off the list, hey Bryce, what's up? If there are any movies that I missed off the list, make sure you comment below and I'll add them to the blog. And we'll put them on and we'll review the list, I guess, in a couple of weeks if we get some more suggestions. So firstly, I hope you've all had a fantastic week. Currently in Perth, the weather is starting to come into winter and it reminds me of camping. If you're from Australia, like especially probably in the outer areas, you're used to camping and the Australian bush is absolutely stunning. Bryce and myself, who's watching now, what's up, Bryce? We love camping, especially in WA. He knows all the best spots down south. We've been to Warren State National Park down near Bunbury. We've been close by with Lake Clifton. Oh, hello, one sec. We've got a request from Coach G. What's up, Coach G? One sec. Oh, no, who's coming live with me? I don't know who's coming live. So this evening, this weather makes me think of camping, and it's unfortunate that I can't go camping at the moment.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
How are you, mate?
I'm good. Who's this?
Sorry for the request, man. I'm from Australia. Where are you from?
I'm from Perth, bro. Pleasure to have you on the stream.
I'm from Perth too.
That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
How are you finding isolation so far?
Oh, fucking boring, mate. It's a dead one.
What are you doing to keep out of trouble?
Oh, I stay at home, man. Keeping myself safe, man.
Are you playing games or?
Yeah, playing PS4, Fortnite, FIFA, 2K.
Now, are you a regular gamer? Are you a regular gamer?
Yeah.
So with all these people now staying home, is it like fresh meat having all these newbies ready to just slaughter every time you log on?
Yeah, 100%.
Wait, make sure you give them hell, bro. Make sure you give them hell.
How's isolation?
Man, I'm not too bad actually. I'm very lucky. I've got lots of work coming through via correspondence. So yeah, I'm a videographer.
That's awesome, man. Keep it up. Keep the hard work up.
Thank you, man. Are you an artist of some sort?
Oh, yeah, I sing.
Okay, I figured you're an MC.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a SoundCloud or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Well, can you send me through your SoundCloud because I work with other creators in the area, my man, and if we can all get your music seen by more people, let's do that.
I'll send it to you a private message.
Send me Send me it
in
the DMs, and I'll post that up in the creative group. Are you on Facebook as well?
Yes, I am. I don't use Facebook a lot.
No, that's all right. Well, listen, if you find me, I'm Eric Paul Goldie, just as my tag says. And what I'll do is I'll reshare your SoundCloud to our creative group, and I'll make sure that everyone has a listen. What's your alias? What's your artist name?
Oh, GBG, Gablock.
Gab, bro, that's tough. I love it.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah, man, that's bro.
Yes, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
Who gave that to you? Did you come up with that, or did someone give that to you?
Yeah, one of my friends said Gablock.
Bro, give that man a beer. He deserves that. That's a brilliant alias, bro.
Yeah, he deserves a Corona.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, my man, listen, I've got to get back to the stream, but thank you so much for joining me tonight. Make sure you send me that SoundCloud, and I'll make sure that the creative group listens to that.
Yep. Thank you very much. Be safe.
No worries. You too, man. Be safe. Stay well.
All right. Take care.
See ya. Well, that was very kind. We just had a caller in then. So, yeah, Gavlov, I'm going to post, if you join our creative group on Facebook, I'm going to post his SoundCloud, give him a shout out. He's a aspiring young Perth musician, and it's fantastic to hear from him. Oh, I've got another shout out. Before I can join the conversation, I just want to get started on tonight's live vlog. So just give me a sec, and then you guys can can jump in. What I'm going to talk about tonight, I know it may be a bit boring, but filming sports events. While you may not be able to do it now, when the time comes and you're able to go back outside, if you've got friends or family, if they ever want you to film them, here are some tips on how to get the best sort of shots and the best video of your family or friends or whatnot. So the first thing you want to know is what sort of a sport is it? Where is it being played? If it's indoors or outdoors. If it's outdoors, that's fine. You've got plenty of light. But if it's indoors, you're going to want to make sure that they've got plenty of light. Photography is light-based. So if you don't have good lights, then all those action shots that you take inside will be blurry. If you've ever tried to do that, you'll notice that, you know, they may be a bit fuzzy or there's some noise in the images. Sorry, bro. I'll be back with you in just 1 sec, my man. Yeah, with the lighting, if you're working indoors, you may want to look at using the flash on your phone or your camera. Now, depending on what you're filming, if you're filming live or you're pre-recording, you also want to think about your position. So if you're filming, say, a game of basketball and you're covering the whole game, you want to be as far back as possible and up high and in the center so you can catch all the action. But if you're, say, just capturing one team or one player, then you want to get some close-up shots. And to do that, say, once again, if it's basketball or soccer, you're going to want to go down the end where the goals are or wherever they're playing so that you can get those facial expressions and all those expressive shots. Next, you're going to want to think, if you're recording video, do you need audio? So obviously having a mic, where are we? I'll just rip out my mic here. I use a Rode, what is it? The Rode Go, which is just a small boom mic, and that goes on top of your camera there. This can normally pick up most of the sound on the field, but if there's something in particular, you may want to mic the person up with a mic pack or an audio set. And I'll just get mine out. Now, I don't actually use a mic pack. I just use a voice recorder with a lapel mic, and that normally works for most situations. Hey, everyone, I'll just say a quick hello. There we go. All right. So, yeah, audio is the next thing. Now, if you're filming video, you want to think about what frame rate you're using. So when I say frame rate, that's how many frames per second does the camera record. Not all cameras are going to be the same. Obviously, if you're recording on your iPhone, it's going to be different. But you're going to want to record in the highest frame rate possible so that if it's a fast action sport, you can play that back in slow motion without it being choppy. I'll post some links below this video once it's done of some of the slow-mo highlights and regular speed highlights that I do. Now, some of the regular games, they're filmed in 4K, so they won't have the 60 frames per second. But then you'll see some of the highlight reels where I'm up close, like for Charles or Terrell. I'll be filming in 60 frames per second, so I can get that beautiful slow motion replayed back when I'm editing the video. Next, you want to think about B-roll. Now, whenever anyone mentions B-roll, this is essentially, it's all the footage before and after the game. So, you know, when they're stretching or when they're at halftime when they're getting drinks and the coach is shouting at them. You can often get a lot of good shots of other things that are happening around the game, such as people's reactions, which, whether it be photos or video, will add to the content that you're capturing. And then lastly, if you are doing video, make sure you get the titles and the titles and the artwork and the logos from the teams. Don't just download them from the webpage. You'll find most teams are happy to give you PDF or PNG copies. And the benefit of that is they're going to be, of course, higher resolution, but also you might get lucky and they may reshare your work. So there. So once again, with filming sports events, you want to think about your location, the lighting. So once again, if you're filming a basketball game and it's just one player and they're a point guard, get down underneath the ring as close as you can. Don't worry about the rest of the game. Just worry when they're running towards, or say a soccer player or a rugby player when they're running towards the goals. If you're filming the full game, once again, get back in the center so you've got a nice perspective. Use slow camera movements. If you're filming inside or taking photos inside, think about your flash, or definitely consider the lighting. Make sure that if you're filming, there's not a lot of light which will blow out your photo. You notice sometimes when you take a photo and you've got all these white parts, they're your highlights. So you want to make sure that that light doesn't affect your image. And of course, your frame rate with your video, make sure that it's in the highest frame rate possible. Audio, if you need it or not, maybe might pack up your friend during the warm-up, so that way you can get some good prior audio of him, psyching himself up or something like that. So they're just a few tips to help you film or photograph a sporting event when we're all allowed out. So thank you once again for joining me. Thank you also for the people that have joined me this evening in tonight's stream. I'm sorry for boring you all to death. I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. As always, stay awesome, be kind, stay healthy, stay safe, and most of all, be awesome. Peace out.